Monsieur and Mademoiselle, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as France. Well, I looked more closely at the focus tree. I should have did my research in advance. We should have went down metropolitan France. That way we could have gone after our research slots more quickly. I looked down the government reform. If we revise Versailles, we become communist or fascist. We support the status quo. We either jump in bed with Britain or we form our own faction. So we're going to support the status quo. I said I was going to remain in the Allies. Aggressive or defensive reform, we're definitely going to go along defensive line because it gives us more options. Just, it's that simple. The options for aggressive focus, the, with the exception of the initial bonus of a attack bonus for the divisions, it doesn't make up for the limitations of being France. But we're going to support the status quo. And let's just go. Basic machine tools is done. And go after concentrated industry. When construction is done, I don't think resources will help us that much right now. So we'll back up and improve the quality of our infantry. Here, weapons and equipment. Land doctrines are going to be 504 days for the next Grand Battle Plan doctrine. That ain't happening. And we have our first 150. Which way to go? A theorist, maybe? No, it's only 7%. De Gaulle. Need 250 for him. Material designer, no. We'll just stick with, excuse me, war industrialist. Although, armaments organizer, quartermaster. No, I'm looking for Democrat reformer. That will help fight the problems that we're going to have with the communists. Daily democracy support. I'm split. I'm really split as to which way to go. I'm more worried about the people than the Germans right now. For now, I am. Are we... Factory strikes, 90% output reduction, and minus 10%. Oh, for 90 days, or we lose 30% for a year. I'll deal with it for 90 days. Rather than lose it. Look, well, they'll go back to work when they get hungry. And it doesn't affect our construction, so I hope it doesn't affect our construction. No, it does not affect our construction, so the hell with them. Like to just go ahead and take the military out there and deal with them. You want to betray France? Do you really want to betray France? I don't think you want to betray France, because the French army loves France. They sound like Peter Sellers, the Pink Panther. Just run around and make sure we didn't forget any navies. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. There's an easy way to make sure we didn't forget any navies. There it is. Everything's been combined into two navies. Okay. Let's split you. Oh no. Let's go with two. It would help if I was paying attention to what I was doing. Italy conquered Ethiopia. Now let's finish dividing up our fleet. Yes, 15 divisions. 15 destroyers, not divisions. Damn it. Let's give you a naval commander. Wow. Only 5 naval commanders. Search and destroy. Here, here. And what the hell, there. That is your new home port. And we'll split you again. This will be a anti-submarine warfare fleet. Our first one. We'll let the old school dude be in charge of it. Because we get so many coming through this area. Support the status quo is done. Oh boy. And they have remilitarized the Rhineland. You see, if I turn around, go ahead and go to war now, we'll have a civil war. Communist supporters will start a civil war. That I don't want to deal with. And it drops our unity down to 15%. No, can't do it. Can't do it. Oh, we do need to give... Where'd he go? Has he already made it there? That's impressive. You got some quick ships, dog. Lebanon will be your home port. It'll be close. Now we have our last fleet. And as I said, we are going to concentrate on the Italians. Although, I'm thinking maybe we should concentrate from the other end. We're not going to worry about the Adriatic. The Olympic Games are concluded. Mussolini wants to make the Mediterranean an Italian lake. Sorry, that's not happening, but you can have the Adriatic. Stay in your place, son. Make Algiers our port. Let Italy come out and play with that. Oh, do I want to jump in bed with? Yes, jump right into bed with Great Britain because you remember Rose from Doctor Who, uh, uh, the when it first came back with Christopher whatever the hell his last name is, and Tennant, that Rose, yeah. Hey, I'm Prime Minister of France. I met her. I'm like, oh yeah, baby. Okay, that wasn't very French, but whatever. How is our recruitment going? It's at a dead stop because we need infantry equipment to be expected. To be expected, no big deal. I could make this a higher priority. I think I will. The reason why I'm doing this, I know that our divisions in France are pretty well equipped.
Aux ordres. Gardez vos rangs. Attention.
They're pretty well equipped. I just want to get a division training. Once we get a division training, I'll back this off back to normal. So at least we got some divisions in the pipe coming. May not work out very well for me. If it doesn't work out very well for me, I'll change it back. Let's have, there it is, factory strikes will be removed 18th of September, so tomorrow it's removed. There we go. We're no longer under the effects of factory strikes. People got hungry after 90 days and they went back to work. Not enough manpower. Oh, hell. We don't even have enough manpower for that? Oh, not enough equipment. The strikes are over. Their children go hungry, and even through Parti Communiste Français are urging them to, even though Parti Communiste Français are urging them to continue the strike, they do not possess the resources to continue. With each passing day, workers are caving in and returning to the factory. Our industry will be back to full capacity, and it is unlikely we will have strikes anytime soon. I didn't want to deal with a 30% for a whole year. I'll just take 90% for 30 days, 90 days. Nationalist Spain declared war on Republic Spain. Wow. We're only getting 0.2 per day. But we are pushing back against the communists. creates an awkward situation. France is truly in an awkward situation, especially if Spain decides to buck the focus tree and join the Axis. You end up in a situation where you have to defend against three enemies coming at you. And the British, the British always want to invade northern Germany rather than send their troops into France to assist. Just the way it always happens. I'm not judging the British, so why did I join the British? I don't know. I have never successfully pulled off France jumping in bed with Germany. There is that option. France joins Germany. I've never pulled that off successfully. I'm not sure if I've ever taken France as communist. I've fought France as communist, but I'm not sure I've ever taken them as communist. And since we just played the USSR in the last series, I want to be a communist country again. Let's jump this up to 4. There we go. We have joined the Allies. Now we have to... It's not Churchill. Who is it? What's his name? Baldwin. Yes. We are now under the thumb of Baldwin. We could strengthen government. We will do that in a little bit. We want that industrial expansion. Trying to get industrial expansion for more factories and then the military expansions. Then we can also get a research slot. We need those extra research slots so we can work on our land doctrines. Unfortunately, we're in a difficult situation. Our Navy, even though it's large, is not the best in the world. We have a lot of old ships. Speaking of which, how's our naval production going? Building the subs first? Yes, it certainly does look like it. Oh, those are sub 2s. Build 5 more, in addition to whatever was built. Oh! We got unassigned civilian factories. Let's back that bad boy up. Concentrated industry. Oh, all 3 of them done on the same day. And I'm tempted to go right up the coast right now. Only reason why I'm not doing it. Oh!
Gardez vos rangs.
We have our first new division. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, let's get these guys going. It's not quite 37. It's definitely not 38. Oof. Engineer companies are very, very nice. Engineer company would be a cheap boost. Let's boost up the artillery we already have. Can't even think about a land doctrine. $166 days for a 36 fighter that we can't even start building yet. I'm gonna do it, engineer company. That is extremely valuable to me. extremely valuable. Radio would improve our reinforce rates. We got 15 more days. Let's take a look at this. What I'm thinking is we wait until the first of the year, but I don't think we would gain that much. I think we would lose more on days than we would gain by waiting. So let's just go ahead and start improved machine tools. Production efficiency cap increasing by 10% will be an assistance. If I had equipment, I'd try to help the communists in Spain. In fact, that's one of the options in the focus tree. Intervening in Spain, but it just gives you the ability to send volunteers, not to really and truly intervene. And we have 59 political power. I'm so tempted to hit this little button right here and give myself some political power so we can make something happen. But no, not for these videos. I will do it when I'm fooling around on my own. Because, well, why the hell not? You know, the game is meant for you to enjoy. And the only reason why I won't now is because I'm trying to give you guys an honest playthrough. Industrial expansion. Definitely. Give me those civilian factories. How's our construction going? But we have focus options for expanding the Maginot, the Alpine Ajo, and all the way up to Calais. Pisses off Belgium, but who cares, right?
Attention.
Attention. As soon as you guys are fully supplied, I will train you. You are not fully supplied, so I will not train you. I probably will invest in a general next, just so I can build up some of the army experience, so I can start incorporating support companies into these divisions. I definitely want, just looking at the German troops, I definitely want engineers, field hospital in my frontline divisions.
Paré.
As for where to send all these divisions that we are recruiting, that's an open-ended question. We're still 20K in the hole for infantry equipment. It's going to be a while before we build all that up. Put at least 2 more into that. Light tank 2, so that would make it 36. Let's go ahead and put 1 into that. We got no aircraft as of yet. I'm not going to start building aircraft until we can get the new fighter, the 36 fighter, which is on my list of priorities. I am all about air superiority. There is no doubt about it. I love the fighter. If you can control the air, That is the beginning of everything to me during the World War II era. Say what you want about Navy and ground power, but the air, when you control the air, it enables you to find everyone else. Enables you to find where the ships are hiding at. It lets you know the movements of your enemies on land. And besides that, bombing during the Second World War was limited in success. It was more psychological warfare than actually effective. I mean, don't get me wrong, it did benefit the Allies and the Germans. And the Germans did some interesting tactics during the invasion of France. They intentionally strafed refugees to send them scattering and delay Allied troops. I ain't mad at them. That's in war. You do whatever you can, whatever it takes to win. That's all there is to it. Let's bump this back up to 4. I'm running out of shit to talk about. Industrial expansion. We have 70. Well, let's take a look. Um, Communists are at 27%. Every 10 days. Oof. Every 100 days. Well, it's 73%. Party radical. We're going to keep on pushing. We're going to stay loyal to the British. Because Rose. Yeah. Look at me. I'm an ugly old man. When Rose gives me attention, yeah, I become PW. I ain't gonna deny it. But we do get 50% bonus on defense. And is it just him? I believe it is just him. Industrial expansion. Let's go after military factories now. How's our construction going? How many military factories is this going to give us? 5. And when we throw in 4 more, so a total of 9, let's plan those 9 out. Right there, 7. 8. I'm going to do support equipment for number 9.
Gardez vos rangs. Écoutez.
Did he say good day? No, he did not. Still 20,000 in the hole. That was interesting. Interwar artillery. Almost done. It is 37. This slows down to 3 so I can figure out what I'm going to do. I'd love to do anti-tank, but there's no way I can afford to start up another line to do it. 39 before we hit medium tanks. We are building these. Interwar artillery. Done. We are working on our engineers. Improved machine tools. Done. I'm gonna go after our fighter. And as for you, improved equipment conversion. But we are out of time. Concentrate Industry 2 or Construction 2. Let's do Industry 2. But we are out of time, people. Sorry for missing the clock. Until I see y'all again next time tomorrow on this same French channel at the same French time. Bye-bye.